I welcomed them last time that they officially moved in. Yeah. Phoebe Burgess in Orchard View, 206. Nope. Carrie Rosetta, Orchard View, 209. Danny and Kitty Brockensick, Orchard View, 119. Bob and Kathy Seagay, 112 Monument. Welcome! And now you can say you met me, officially. Yes. Donna Cash, 104 Ed Bowson. And Dana and Kelly Minor, Orchard View, 312. They're moving in some things today, and you guys are going to love them. I talked to them. They're going to be really active in the community. So please, please, please say hi to these people. Thank you to the welcome team for giving me my list. And I'm proud of us for growing our community. Thanks. And now I'm going to let Heather start.
It's Sparkle Day, right? Enough of that.
That hurts.
Yeah, there was a show in Racine that I was in that I had to have a tiara on, and I got tiara headache, so that was weird. Good morning. And welcome to all of you. I know that even if you're not wearing bright colors or glittery things, that you do indeed sparkle. So I want to share with you from the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus said, "You are the light of the world. A city built on a hill cannot be hid. No one, after lighting a lamp, puts it under a bushel basket, but on the lampstand, and it gives light to all in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven." Well, a resident that you know well sent me an email with a little November poem by Ogden Nash. It goes something like this, and I heard a chuckle, so I think a couple of them know it. No birds, no bees, November. Well, I like Ogden and his sense of humor, but I'm going to disagree with him. I want it to be yes-vember, not no-vember. Yes-vember. Yes-vember. You all have light. You all have hope and appreciation and compassion and cooperation and so many light-filled things. And that is what you need to lead with. If you want to make progress, if you want your community to be a wonderful place for you and for others, you must lead not with your darkness, not with your shade and your shadows, but with your light. And it's in there because I look at you guys and I see it. And I love the compassion and the friendship and the helpfulness and the cooperation and all of the things that you give to each other. And it's this with which we must lead as a community, because community is our strength. So it's not, no, I don't like you. But yes, we can live side by side. It's not, no, I have a different opinion, and that's the end of the story. But yes, let's talk it through and find a middle ground. It's not, no, that's not what I want because I want it now. Which, let's face it, we all do. but yes, if you tell me what's going on and when it's going to happen, I will work with you and be hopeful and look forward to it. Yes, I see light in you. every single one of you is fearfully and wonderfully made. I will end my comments with this comment. I sometimes say in sermons, and by the way, that's your clue. When I say it, I've said it before, I sometimes say it means you'll hear it again. And that is that, when I tell people God loves them, I also tell them that God doesn't love them. God does not love you because God has to, because God is God and God is nice. God loves you because you are lovable. And nobody knows that better than God, because God made you and God put it in there. So let's just set that even freer. Now is not the time to hold back. So let that light burst forth from you and warm this whole community, because that, my friends, is your strength. Let's pray. Gracious God, we thank you for all of the good gifts that you have placed in us and placed in others. Help us to lead with those and by those, so that instead of being anxious and instead of being unhappy, we know that we together will move forward, because you have given us such a gift in all of these wonderful people and how they love and support each other. I thank you for each one of them, Lord. It is in your name that we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Oh, Pastoral care, sorry.
Yeah, it's still you.
Oh my goodness. When I went with the whole shine theme, just a few save the date type things for you all. Most of them are in the future, but this one, the first one, is not. Wednesday worship this coming Wednesday at 10 a.m. here in the chapel will be a celebration of the life of Laurie Rosamond. So please, you are welcome. All are always welcome in God's house. And afterward, we'll be blessing the bench that will be going into the dog park in Laurie's memory. Whether we bless it here or there depends on the weather, so we'll just see. And look at that. November 26th.
Crazy.
Advent.
Crazy.
Advent begins. And we'll also be thankful in worship. So now's the time to think about the things for which you're thankful. And occasionally I'll do something where I have people share or write out, things they're thankful for. And it's very rarely the stuff that is material. It's like health and family and hope and faith, and so all good stuff. So lessons and carols, and this will all be on Connected Living calendars. It'll be posted on the worship page in Touchtown, is just to give you the heads up. Lessons and carols, Monday, December 15th. Last year, okay, check this out. Denise, the first year Spiritual Care took that over. We said, wow, that was like hardly half an hour. We can sing more verses of the hymns. So last year we sang more verses of the hymns, and you know what we said afterward? Wow, that was just over half an hour. So we're going to sing even more verses of the hymns. And I've had some volunteers for special music, so it'll be a really lovely service. On Sunday, December 21st at 3 is the Blue Christmas service. The Northern Valley Conference of the Virginia Synod of the ELCA. So the local Lutheran pastors and I will be celebrating, and this is open to you and somewhat is for you guys as well, the Blue Christmas service, which often takes place on December 21st, and since it's Sunday. And that's just a service that acknowledges that there is wonderfulness and joy in the holiday season, but if you're carrying a grief or a sadness, sometimes that can be tough, and it's just a worshipful, supportive space to acknowledge that there are lovely things, but that we still, have our griefs, and that's okay. And finally, Christmas Eve worship this year will again be a joint service with First United Methodist. It was amazing last year, just amazing. So those are your opportunities, and that's all I got to say.
Thank you. Thank you. And obviously we have the call-in line. Is someone answering that?
That would be me.
That would be. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I'm gonna do my Lily Tomlin.
Heather, you took some of my information, but that's okay.
Oh, I'm
That's okay. I just want to, again, this is our first time, I think, being all together at a town hall since Lori's passing. It's still very raw to a lot of us and to a lot of you, so I just want to acknowledge that, how difficult it has been and how we've had to lean on each other. As Heather did discuss, we have a memorial service on November 19th at 10. We have Lori's immediate family will be coming. Her grandson, I think, is not coming, but her daughter will be here. We have several people from other communities, because Lori did do work with me at the Legacy, so we have people from the Legacy coming, as well as some of the finance team. So we will have a big showing here. It is just for our team members and our residents and Lori's immediate family. It's not open to guests and visitors just because of space. At that time, we do have a bench with a plaque on it that we're going to bless, and we've decided the dog park is a great place for it, because any of you know who knew Lori well, she loved animals, so that just seems fitting to us. So I hope you can join us. With that said, Mary Saravalo will be leaving my admin office and moving up to the second floor on Monday. Yes, so we're really happy for Mary and for all the residents to have someone. I know that you're missing that person to talk to. Gary Ann Hurd, who I think some of you know, will be doing the training and transition for Mary. So Mary will become a finance, in the finance department, which means if you're interested in the dotted lines, and she would no longer report to me, she'll report to the finance team. So we can just be friends, and that's kind of fun. Because I don't know if you know, our children went to preschool together. So Mary and I were friends before we got here. So it's a work. Stand up, Mary, and we'll say thank you. Congratulations. So with that said, please be patient as we go through the transition, because everyone's learning, and in my office, we have that position posted, and we are interviewing, and I feel really strongly that it's going to be an internal candidate, so we're happy to be able to move someone, help someone achieve their goals and growth. So, all right, next. I want to just talk real quickly about what we did here in October. Halloween, sorry I missed it, but fun. I heard it was great. I heard the party was fun, the food was fun, and thank you all for coming out and all your, and especially thanks to our therapy team who really knocked it out of the park, I heard. So I appreciate that. Fire alarm testing, I want to apologize as well as our facilities team. Those of you who read your Three Things Thursday, some of this will be a recap. We did have fire alarm testing. It was supposed to be at 9 one day, and it didn't happen till 2. It was kind of a mess, and totally unacceptable. And Shannon really took control of the situation and talked to our vendor and said, you're not meeting what we need here, and you are no longer coming on our campus. So we apologize, but I hope you see that we did take control of that, and we have no problems telling vendors that don't meet our requirements not to be here, so thank you. Renovation, what renovation? It's over, we did it, woohoo! There are missing parts, I'm well aware. The lights are a big concern. The lights on the walls that go down. You were told that we can lower them. We thought we could lower them. We can't today, but we are putting in, they have to go in and put a sensor, a dimmer in each one of those. We were led to believe it was done before, but now they have to go back and do it. So not done. Also, the bench window seat is not done. So those things are not complete. You'll see the pictures off the walls. The Eugene Smith pictures are off the wall. They're back at the art gallery. They were supposed to come with a nameplate on them. They wanted to stick something on the outside. We said no. We sent them back, and we're getting 2 more pictures that were supposed to come as well. So there'll be 4 in that hallway. Annual Shred It. Thank you to First Bank for bringing the shred boxes. That is an added service that First Bank does. We really don't have much communication with them on it. They just show up one day and they leave one day. So we're going to talk to them and see if they can give us a heads up for next year, because I know some of you might have done some cleaning out prior if you knew it was going to be there. But that was out of our control. So, and it is a free service, so we don't really want to argue with them all that much. So, resident satisfaction survey. Thank you for all of you. I think we had 60% participation, 57% participation. We are going through all the comments. We are reading everything. I just want to read one that seemed really meaningful to me, and I read it just at a time where I needed it most. This is a resident comment. Kindness is the watchword here. The village at Orchard Ridge isn't a place, it is a thriving, caring community. I got chills when I read it, and there are really good comments. There's also really constructive ideas, and I am taking all of those very seriously. So we are working as a leadership team to address as many things as we can. They won't all be at one time. I can't do it that way. So, but thank you for those of you who took part in that. And special thanks to the tech team who helped residents complete that. It's really important to us. So thank you, thank you. Okay, so the other thing I want to talk about is budget and financial stewardship. We went through the budget process, and I can't believe I'm still talking about it in November, I just want to say, because I ate, slept, drank budget in August and September. So I get a little pause, and then it all comes back, and all these questions and all these concerns that I talked about and worked through in my head in September. So we worked closely with the Finance Committee. We read, where's my Finance Committee people? And they're, put your hand up if you're part of my, there you be, thank you. The Finance Committee helped you all make comments about what was important to you and what wasn't. And we addressed all those comments, pretty much every one. I have them on an Excel spreadsheet. I have an answer to every single comment. I looked at the possibility of making all your wishes and dreams come true. You all know that rising costs this year, food costs 6% higher. Our team member health insurance went up about 7%. We want to pay well, so we're looking at like a 3.5% increase for paying our team members. So everything costs more. Our major expense, our bottom line major expense is our team members. And I think you'll agree they're the most important thing we do. They are the most, we need to make sure we're paying them well. We need to make sure we have money where we can recognize this hard work. Every one of our team members here makes a choice. I think I said this early on. They could work at Home Depot, Target. I always say TJ Maxx with a discount. Home Goods with a discount. They choose to come here to work with older adults. And they need to be recognized and honored for that. So thanks for understanding. We're also prioritizing in the future, 2026, the water softener. I don't like to talk numbers with you, but the budget has it in for $850,000 to replace the entire thing. We're hoping it's way lower than that. Shannon's going to talk more about that, but that is a huge cost. We're looking at IT infrastructure. Some of you have heard me say, think about how much on your person or in your apartment uses Wi-Fi right now. Any of you have a watch, a phone, any Google thing? Hey Google, what's the weather? Your TV, your telephone? Everything. We are working with Wi-Fi that is a 2-lane highway where we need a 4-lane. So we are building those lanes. That's expensive. And I also know the people we are moving in are more and more tech savvy. I am building a community that me at 57 wants to move into. I need all those, technology, I need to be able to do those things. So that's a big cost. And the other thing is the sound system. There's not a person here who wouldn't agree that we need to fix that. Someone is coming on, I think Molly's gonna maybe talk about it, coming on the 21st, 22nd, and 24th. We hope we have a contract with them, an ongoing contract that will help us maintain. So they're not just coming in and fixing it and they'll be gone. We will be able to call them and get help when we need it. Rate increases. You all got your letter, I hope, in the mail. If not, say Mary. I want you to know that I worked really, really, really hard, like 2 feet in the ground. I am not going above 5%. I am not going above 5%. I won't. So some tough decisions had to be made. So we kept it at 4.5, and I think I'm really proud of that. It's lower than it was last year. It's lower than the increase in just about everything that we're paying for. So I'm proud of our team for that. I just want to say one more thing, and we're going to talk about it later. I'm going to read this because I thought long and hard about what I wanted to say. And I'm going to try to keep myself calm. I want to speak openly and from the heart about the recent decision regarding the shopping program. Please know that every choice we make is guided by our shared mission to help each of you age with choice and independence. 12 years ago, I opened My Potential at Home. I believe in aging with choice. And I believe in independence at home. I'm a nurse. I honestly believe that. I'm not just up here talking. That has been my personal calling since my nursing career began, and it remains the center of everything I do as your executive director. Our organization is a nonprofit with a benevolent mission. This means we must use resources wisely so we can serve those who need help the most. The shopping program was never intended to be a long-term service. It was created during COVID as a temporary solution. It has already been removed from our other communities and actually was believed to have been phased out in 2025. I understand, believe me, I understand that change is so hard, and this may feel sudden for all of you. That's why we provided nearly 2 months' notice so residents could make alternate plans. Please know that no one will go without groceries or support. Our teams, our Connected Living, Resident Experience, the Administrative Office, My Potential, and the Resident Association, we're going to work together to ensure that those who need assistance will get it, just in a different way. These decisions are never made by me alone. A team reviews programs carefully. We consider costs, we consider usage, we consider resident feedback. This year, I worked really hard to keep the rate increase below 5%. That's significantly lower than it's been, because affordability matters to me. At the same time, many of you told us you wanted expanded transportation. You wanted more trips. It's a top priority. To honor that, we had to reallocate the driver who was handling grocery shopping for about 20 residents back to transportation services for the entire community, so more people could benefit. I ask for your trust as we navigate these changes. There's more to come. I'm going to be honest with you, there's more changes. I just have to say, without getting emotional, comments came to me that said, you're not going to last long here. I don't mean this to be a threat, but similar remarks, they're really hurtful to me because I truly love this community and I intend to be here for a long time. I believe deeply in what we do, and while I know some decisions will be unpopular, they're going to always be made with the utmost care and with all of your best interests in my mind. For 2 nights, I've just been thinking about these emails and questions. And I know it feels to you that you should have had warning. I think this is warning. I really do think this is warning. It's not going to be a new program that's going to work for everybody. We're going to work with each person. We work with My Potential. We talk every morning, this group of leaders that I think is going to do great things. And we look at who needs what and how can we get them what they need. So I just thank you for your understanding and continue to share your feedback, but just please do it with kindness. Please know that I'm a human who really cares. You want me to be here, you want a long-term ED, just be kind. Just be kind. Because it's really hard to go home after someone says, you're not going to be here long. It's hard. Together we'll build, I know we will, and my team is excellent, best I've ever worked with. Together we will keep building a vibrant, supportive community where independence and mostly compassion guide every choice we make together. So, sorry, but it's been a rough week. So I ask you when we have questions, please just be kind. Just be kind. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're sparkling. First of all, I just want to say we're so excited. We talked about all the new residents that moved in this month, and we have some more coming. So we're able to say that we're happily 100% occupied and reserved, which is great, and we're excited to keep it that way. So next, the new sales space. What's up with the frosted glass? So when it first opened up, there was no frost, and you could see in and what's going on, and that's great. The intention was never to leave it open. It was always supposed to be like this because, these are where we're having, and so this space is for our team to meet new individuals and our prospective residents that come in and want to learn about the community, and we have a nice couch and sitting area, and we have a television that we can project information. And then we have a table that we can do paperwork and closings and all kinds of things are going on with these new folks. And so with that, with the frost, it's kind of not quite opaque, but it enables the people that we're with to kind of see life that's going on outside. So, we didn't want to close it off because that's important to see we're a, vibrant community and a lot going on. But at the same time, to respect their privacy in meeting with our team. Because, there are some people, this is a huge decision, as you all know. And so coming in the door to meet with folks, with our team, sometimes they were like, they're having a hard time themselves realizing that this is what they're looking at, right, for the future. And sometimes, like, their kids don't know. They might know people here that they're just not ready to even admit that they're doing this yet, or want people kind of in their business, And so we just need to maintain that privacy. So it's not wanting to keep you out. It's wanting us to just have a space where people can feel comfortable. So I just wanted to make sure, because I know people stop me, and because you don't know. So we want you to know the why. So there you have it. That's what that is for. And soon, coming up, you're going to be able to, you're invited, we're going to have that door open, and on December 12th, we're going to have a thank you to all of you, a drop-in from 1 to 3. More details to come, and we're going to have it in the Somerset room, but we're also going to open that just so that you can look in. If nobody has seen what our space looks like, we welcome you to come and see us, and then maybe just go down and take a peek as you're leaving our time together. So just wanted to let you know that December 12th, look for more information to come on the Connected Living wall, probably in the meal center, meal room, and so forth. So, and one last thing. We do have a move-in today. The minors are coming, and so just be aware of that, because I know that always can be potentially a little disruptive. So just they're moving to 312. So just know that. I want to say one other thing about the thank you. So as Heather talked about our community, Denise talked about the compassion, the kindness, or the strength. I will tell you what we hear all the time when we're meeting with new folks as to why they're considering Orchard Ridge when they're looking at a lot of different places. The overwhelming theme, this feels so great as far as the people. I can tell that there's a true community here, that people are caring. You all stop people and engage with them in the hallways. They see you engaging with each other, with staff. They see staff interacting with each other. It is warm, welcoming, and that's why we want to thank you for, we're all part of this village. We're all part of this team. We're all part of welcoming people in. And so we want to say thank you to all of you. And so many of you do that, but a lot of you serve in other ways as well, opening your homes, coming to different events that we have to share your stories and make them feel comfortable with the decisions, greeting them in the hall, all of that. So thank you.
Good morning, everybody. How is everybody today? Good. Good. I love seeing all these faces. All right, Tibor Fountain. What is going on with our fountain construction outside? We are making forward progress with this. I know we haven't seen people out there for a few days. It's not because we've abandoned the project or our contractor has. They are currently just waiting for the availability of our electrical contractor to come out and complete their portion of the work. Again, we have to run new electrical, new plumbing, because this is a different setup than what our previous fountain had. We do still expect it to be completed before the end of the year, which has been our expectation since day one. And again, we're excited once this phase is completed, we'll see some more significant work being done out there. Super excited to see that fountain and our front entrance come back to being the grand entrance that we all know and love. Water softener system. I am happy to say that we are making some very significant progress on this. I know that we don't talk about this all the time. This is one of those behind the scenes projects, but this, as Denise mentioned, is a huge project. And having the opportunity to rebuild this system, we want to make sure that we are doing it right. We are doing it with a contractor and with a partner that we can work with into the future. and that we create and build a system that's sustainable for the long haul. So please know, as we start getting these bids in, we start looking at how we're going to rebuild and what we're going to do, and a system that can, not only work with us right now, but will work with further expansion that we expect, through the years here at Orchard Ridge. And again, we are making some significant headway in this. I've received actually my first full quote for the rebuild of this. I expect several others in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So again, this is something that will be done in 26, and we want to make sure that we do it right. So please know that we are all taking everything that we get in and reviewing it correctly and doing ultimately what's going to be best for our community. All right, Brightview Landscaping. Brightview right now, and please know, they do jump around a little bit for what they do. They try to manage the leaves. We had some blustery, windy days last week, kind of pulls them from doing some of the work that they had scheduled, like pulling the dead plants and shrubs and pruning to manage some of the leaves. I know this week they worked very hard around the cottages. They're going to continue working around the independent living building next week. Hallelujah, because we have been removing a ton of dead leaves out of the entrances all day long. I'll be happy not to see that. Also, I want to announce too that Brightview will be on site. I don't have the date next week. It's weather permitting, but they will plan to stain the timbers on the bocce court next week. So once we know the date, I will let everybody here know in case you have plans to be out there to put your plan aside, and then how long that it will need to cure once it's stained. Comcast box. Oh, nope, I jumped over. I have a different list than what's here. All right, filter change. The maintenance team will continue working through filter replacements throughout the end of the month. I'm going to lump this into another one that's coming down here. Please know and please be patient with our maintenance team. We do have quite a few large projects going on right now. Comcast is one of them. It has tied up a few of our guys. We've brought in some backup on security when we can, but we can't stretch them too thin either. So it is taking a lot more time than we had expected. When we roll out projects like this, they're giving us a time frame. When we first talked to them, it was 5 to 10 minutes per apartment. I understand it's taking between 20 to 30 minutes per apartment to get these boxes installed. Right now, Comcast is slated to be here through the end of next week. I will caution to say that I think it may take a little longer than that. So again, please be patient with Comcast. We're doing our best, and hopefully that this helps some of the issues that we have had, with Comcast over the last few years. But when it comes to maintenance too, again, projects with that, we've been steadily working along with projects in the pool as we've gotten that back up and running. We have some stuff that we're also working on that are, behind the scenes that we're swapping out constantly, HVAC issues this time of year. So if you see that your work order is taking a little longer than normal, please reach out to myself, to Kaylee, talk to us. We will do our absolute best to prioritize things of emergency. When we talk about the filter changes, again, I understand that there are residents here that it is very important to have those filters changed and the humidifiers turned on. And we will prioritize those on a case-by-case basis, but this is a project that will continue through the end of the month. All right, SVAC. This is a quick one. Shenandoah Valley Electric Corporation. It should be SVEC and not AC. That's me, and I'm sorry. Actually, it could be ChatGPT. I know. AI, you love it, right? They'll be out on site. I don't have a date exactly, but for those of you who live in cottages, they will be checking meters. So you can expect to see them in the next few weeks. We do our best to give residents a heads up when we have workers on site, so you know what they'll be doing and why they're here. So they'll just be checking electric meters, making sure that everything's working correctly. Trash rooms and common areas. I will tell you, I have had an abundance of emails. I have talked to a lot of residents in the hallway, and I know, and I agree, that this has been a problem. We have had an abundance of recycling buildup. We have had trash kind of off schedule with things. Please be patient with our teams as we work through new processes, as we work through new team members. And we get used to new residents, get used to our systems as well. So we are working with our team. I appreciate the heads up, and I do appreciate the emails and the stops so I can be aware of the situations, and then again, we can manage things and we can coach our teams in the right direction. So we're able to provide the services that you deserve here and are on top of everything. Entrances, again, please be patient. It's that time of year again as we're in fall, and when we get into winter, the leaves will be replaced with salt and sand. So we understand this is going to be an upkeep, and then the spring we'll have mulch and grass clippings. So it is constant. These winds have really blown quite a bit of debris into the building, and we're doing our absolute best to stay on top of it. Robert, our EVS supervisor, who's been with us for about a month and a half now, is really getting to know his way around the building and getting an opportunity to get in on these entrances, and working too on making sure that these things aren't just touched once but touched multiple times a day, and that we're staying up on it. So again, we're always looking to improve our processes. As we talk about housekeeping, just wanted to go over this real quick. Holiday housekeeping schedule. No housekeeping on Thanksgiving. We will give our people the day off, get a chance to spend time with their family. We will have a few housekeepers on site. We usually have 2 in the independent living building and 2 over at the Orchard Woods Health Center to maintain our services, but we will not be providing resident housekeeping. We will have housekeeping on Friday, November 28th. I do ask, though, that if you wish to cancel your housekeeping, to get in touch with us as soon as possible. If we have the ability to minimize our schedule and push our housekeepings closer down the day and get everyone out so they can spend time with their family over the holidays, we do our best to make sure to do that for our team. So again, if you wish to cancel, let us know so we can make accommodations in our schedule. We'll be doing the same thing through Christmas, and there is a memo that will be going out outlining the housekeeping schedule through New Year's Day. And I have one other thing that I wanted to talk about, and we put these notes in town hall slides sometimes a few days early, and facilities is ever changing, we're fluid. I want to make sure just to hit on the elevators. I know we have quite a few issues with the elevators throughout the building right now. Elevator 5 is repaired and up. So, and we knew we were waiting on a door motor for that. So they've replaced the door motor, it's up, it's running. Elevator 2 on Orchard View, I call it the elbow, across from door 13, is down. It's a call button interface that needs to be replaced. And elevator 7 at Woodside Apartments. Elevator 7, we're looking, that's going to be a major repair. I'll just be honest with you all here right now. It is going to be extensive. It requires a valve replacement, which is what we did last year on Orchard View, and it took some time. Our tech right now is trying to remove the call button interface from 7 to place it onto 2, if he can do that, and hopes to have 2 up and running today. Can't promise anything, but I want to stress on that for a minute too, because we have great partners. I know that you see our techs here in and out the building, but they really do the best, and they also understand what it means to have our systems down and what it means to our residents. And we didn't ask them to do that. They said, I know that's an elevator that is used a lot. I know that your residents are going to want that back up, so let me see what I can do to return that one back to you. So fingers crossed that it fits, that he's able to get the part off, and that he's able to get it onto. It was ordered yesterday, so we'll have it on backup for when we rebuild 7, if we're able to do that replacement. So I just wanted to say that really quickly, because I do want all of you to know that the vendors that we choose them for good reason, and that they have their heart's all in the right place as well to keep this community up and running for everyone that's here. I apologize for being long-winded, but I thank you all for listening and for being here for us.
Good morning, everybody. My name is BJ Custer. I'm the Therapy Services Director. I just want to put a plug in for a lecture that is happening this Monday at 10 o'clock here in the chapel. This is a fall prevention lecture. It's happening in the chapel because I expect all of you to be here. Falls are becoming a problem. Falls they're more problematic for you than they are for me. But I want to go over some things in this lecture that will help you all prevent those falls from taking place. Things like different types of exercises that you can do, how to prepare for the winter, how to be safe outdoors, how to be safe indoors. These are the sort of things that we'll be discussing, and I hope that many of you will attend. I have had several people ask about bringing the lectures back that I used to do. For those of you that remember when we were contracted, I was offering lectures on a monthly basis. When we came in-house, I peeled those lectures back because when I was contracted, I had teams of people working behind me, and that all shrunk down to just me. So I needed some time. We've been going for about a year and a half. Things are going well. So my goal is, in the next month or so, to work with Connected Living, find a time, a recurring time in a place that's free, so that those lectures will return on a monthly basis, beginning in 2026. I go over everything from back pain to shoulder issues to whatever you all want to discuss. Though I put those on my agenda. But the goal is to get back to those monthly, beginning in 2026. So be on the lookout for announcements through Touchdown, your calendars, etc. If anybody has any questions or things that they would like to see be part of this lecture on Monday, please come find me. You know where my office is. Most of you know where my office is. I have a new office now, which is across from my old office, but just kind of wander down to the end of the Engage Center and you'll find me. And looking forward to seeing you all Monday, 10 o'clock. Right here at the chapel. It's where all the cool people will be. Thank you.
Hey everybody. Just wanted to say thank you for everyone that attended the Senior Olympics. This was a chance for over 100 of you to participate in everything from bocce to cornhole and everything in between. The residents here, Mel Little Page, is actually the way that I learned bocce myself, and I've really enjoyed it for the last year, so really thankful for that. I'm happy to say that from these efforts, we've actually raised $153,000 for benevolent care. So this was a huge way for us to be able to capitalize on our mission partners, which are mostly our vendors, as well as some residents that gave as well. So thank you for attending, and thank you Connected Living for helping out, especially Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. And then Henry Tickner and Susan Daly with the ILA and the Resident Philanthropy Committee. So thank you. It takes a village, and that's why we're the Village at Orchard Ridge. But we'll be doing this again next year, and appreciate everyone's participation. Thank you.
Morning, guys. Our search for interviews for executive chef and sous chef continue. Fortunately, we have a couple candidates that we're looking at that we'll be interviewing again come Monday. Thanksgiving menus, they're printed and posted at the concierge for you guys to review. We have three options. We have the cafe buffet. We have the North Dining buffet, and we have also the to-go. 125 would feed about 6 to 8 people. Different options for you guys, and this is the menu here for you guys to review.
Hello, everybody. For
for those of you that don't know me, I'm Christy. I am the care coach for My Potential, which is the home care agency in the building for you new folks. You can reach me at that line. I'm never at that line, so please leave me a message. Or our cards are floating around everywhere actually, and the main line is posted in a lot of different places. You can always usually get a person from there. Lindsay usually mans that one instead of me. Flip it for me, Mary. Okay, so as you know, normally I have upcoming events. Well, we have canceled our events for the rest of the year because of holidays. Usually they fall on the third week of the month, and guess what that is for the next 2 months? Thanksgiving and Christmas. So there will no longer be the inactive contract signups, but until January, of course. We'll go back to that in January. But if you all do need a contract because you don't have one, please feel free to call our office. We'll put one in your mailbox. Come up to my office, which is on the second floor, and see me. We're happy to provide you with one. Stop me in the hallway. There's many ways you can get one for us. This is my favorite time of year, you guys, because of the door decorating contest. For those of you that have never participated before, this one is your year. Almost everyone here has nutcrackers of some kind. Show them to us. Put them out on your shelf, decorate your door. Our ladies so much enjoy judging this contest. It gives them something to be proud of when they can look at all the doors. We all love to walk around and look at them, so this is just as enjoyable for us as it is for you. The theme starts November 28th. It goes through December 12th, the actual decorating portion. If you want to put it up earlier than that, please do. We'd love to look at it anyway. The award ceremony will be the 15th at 3 p.m. in the chapel. So let's everyone get those doors decorated. We also opened it up to team members this year. Hopefully some of the housekeepers will decorate their carts. We're hoping that some of the other staff may decorate their office doors. We just want to see a bunch of nutcrackers everywhere in the building. So come and join us for that fun. One more, Mary. I think that might be at the end of my slides, though. Yeah. So I do want to just touch really quickly on Denise's message earlier about the grocery stopping. So we are working on developing a program for that. I don't have much detail yet because we haven't planned it, so that's what the next month will be. I hope to have more details on exactly how that will work coming from My Potential, as well as other options such as Walmart delivery and other things like that for those that may choose not to go through My Potential. But we are definitely working on it, so rest assured that we will have a plan in place by the time it stops with transportation so that no one will be left out of the option of getting their groceries either picked up or delivered from our end of things. So that's really all it is for me. I hope you all have a happy Friday.
Good morning, everybody. I am so excited. First of all, I'm Sarah Aisha. I'm your Wellness Program Manager. I am very excited to share some news with you today. Join me in giving a very warm welcome to our new part-time fitness specialist, Tara Clark. Here she is. Tara comes to us with a passion for Parkinson's and helping people feel their best. I just know she's going to have a wonderful, positive impact on our community, and give her an opportunity to introduce herself.
Good morning, guys. Like Sarah said, my name is Tara Clark. I'm excited to be here. I'm a personal trainer, nutrition coach, behavior change specialist, and a boxing instructor for people with Parkinson's disease and a degree in physical education. Fitness has been a passion of mine since I've been 14. I've always wanted to change how people can feel without medicine and things like that, but rather natural. Sorry, guys. So I do have a couple classes I'm going to be teaching. One's going to be Aquaflex Tuesday and Thursday at 2 o'clock in the therapy pool. We're going to work on mobility, flexibility, elongating the muscles, lengthening them up, getting them a little bit stronger. Be a little bit slower paced class, but we need to do that to fix any muscle imbalances that you guys may have. I'm also going to be doing the balance class Monday and Wednesday morning as well, so I'm pretty excited about that. I have some fun tricks up my sleeve. It'll be a little challenging, but it's going to be fun. But yeah, thank you guys. I'm just happy to be here.
Thank you, Tara.
I cannot wait to see her in action in her classes next week. Next, we're going to be welcoming a new part-time lifeguard. His name is David Jesser. He's not here today. He'll be onboarding very shortly, but I wanted to take this opportunity to give you all a heads up that he will be joining our team very shortly. We'll be seeing David keeping our pool safe on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and we're thrilled to have him joining the team. Mark your calendars for our final Kitten Corner of the season. This is happening on Friday, November 21st at 1 p.m. in the Engage Center lobby. We will welcome them back in the spring on the onset of kitten season, once that comes back around. There is a kitten season. Finally, with the pool reopened, we're ready to hold our belated Olympic aquatic volleyball event on Monday, November 24th at 2:30 p.m. We invite everyone to come watch, participate, cheer, celebrate together. Whether you want to test your skills or simply enjoy the fun, it's going to be a great way to connect, support one another, and maybe even snag a gold medal. We have some great events and people joining us. I hope you all be a part of the excitement. Let's make them feel welcome and have a great time together. That's all I have for you. Thank you.
I just wanted to talk real quickly about the resident experience director. That position has been posted and we are actively interviewing. It takes a little while, right? It takes a little while. We're looking at the position, the job description, making sure it's not too large of a job for one person. With the change in the executive assistant, Mary's position, we're looking at Melissa Rudd's position as well and seeing, there's some work that needs to be done to make sure that those three positions are successful and that we're giving you all what you need. So be patient with me and thank the Lord above for Molly. So, and then we would like to take just 5 minutes. I know we have a lot to talk about today, so we're going to take 5 minutes, two presenters real quick. I need Gordon Gay is going to talk about the library, and then I need Susan Daly is going to talk about, we can do that after you, Molly. So let's let Mr. Gay come up and talk about the library. Then Molly will finish up, and then before we're done, I think after that we're done, we'll have Susan come up and talk about the employee fund.
Good morning, villagers. Good morning. Newbies, and maybe one or two others who don't know me, I'm Gordon Gay. Mary Ann Ryan and I are co-leaders of the library team. Thankfully, Mary Ann is a professional librarian. Lucy and I have been working on this library since January of 2013, so just so you'll know. We're originals, not old-timers. You may have noticed some changes to the main entrance in the lobby and the library. We moved all of the books out of the former library, main library, and then we moved them all back. And that was no small task, believe me. I want to thank the group that moved it back, because I've forgotten who moved it out. But certainly Susan Daly and Ann Edison were instrumental in guiding us through this whole process. And then, of course, Mary Ann Ryan and my helpmate Lucy, Becky and Ed Fleming, Lucy and John Carlson, Paul Richter, Barbara Gaynor, Carol McCoy, and Bob McDonald, who is Nina McDonald's son. He was a great help in getting us organized with the nonfiction books that were stored in a storage room back in the hallway. And he got those things together and we got them all back, not all. In fact, we probably removed at least 2 pickup loads of books because of the space that was reduced in the main library with the television and the fireplace. Well, we do have books. We have lots of books. And now we have 9 spaces, actually, where we have books, we have movies, DVDs, we have, thanks to the Averets, a wonderful collection of classical CDs, we probably have a total of close to 2,000 music CDs in that room, along with the ones that we already had and the ones that they donated. It's a great collection. And we have paperbacks. So if you want to learn more about the libraries, try to find a team member. But let me tell you what is in the main library right now, because things did change. We have, when you walk in, and I call them the dividers, beautiful space there, the white marble, maybe tops. We have fiction to the left, and then on the right we have biographies and histories, which includes World Wars I and II, and Vietnam, and the Civil War, of course. This is a great area to learn about the Civil War. We have the social science we had to use that first shelf under those, I call them dividers, between the lobby and the library, and natural history. In the main library are also daily papers. We get the Washington Post and the Winchester Star, thanks to the village. Please leave them there until the next day at least, so everybody can read them. Then in Gathering Place 1D, which was the temporary library across from the transportation room, we have large print and religious and spiritual and the village resident authors books. There's also a computer there where you can access the library, the hardback library collection. And the Fireside Lounge now has a very nice collection of classic books like Aeschylus and Shakespeare and that sort of thing. Please enjoy those in the Fireside Lounge. They're more of a decoration, really. If you want to know about Euripides, go ahead and read. But if we can have that other slide, we do have a new map of all, well, okay, I'll hold it up. Of all of the library locations, all 9 of the locations. And again, try to find one of the library volunteers, and we can tell you where everything is. I think that's it for me.
You took my paper too. Okay, so I have a list of things actually. Good morning, my name is Molly Edmonston, Connected Living Manager. There we go. I actually have a list of things, but up here, I'll go through the list that I have. So today, Friday, November 14th, we have Fried Pickle Day. Today's not the 14th, is it? It's the 13th. It's the 14th. Okay, good. Sorry, guys. We have Fried Pickle Day, National Fried Pickle Day. I don't like pickles, but for those of you that do like pickles, they're there. Monday, I do also promoting BJ's fall prevention presentation because I think that is very important. And like he said, that's at 10 a.m. in the chapel. Then Tuesday, November 18th at 7 p.m., we have SU Students Chamber Music Recital, and that will be in the chapel. Then we have Wednesday, November 19th at 4 p.m., Downtime with Denise, and she's our wonderful executive director, you all know. So we do that on a recurring basis, and we have light refreshments, some wine, and cheese and crackers. And then Thursday, I put a couple dates that she's coming out. She's going to be here from 11 to 1 in the lobby. Angela Brewer with Blue Flame Insurance. So she'll be here November 20th and November 25th. So if you want more information about that, you can go see her. She's a lovely person. Thursday, November 21st at 10 a.m., we have Mild Cognitive Impairment Support Group, and that's in the Richmond Studios. Friday, November 21st, we do have the Winchester Little Theater. The play starts at 7:30 p.m. and we depart here at 7 p.m. So the play is about a Christmas carol. It looks pretty good, so if you haven't signed up, then come see Connected Living. Monday, November 24th at 3 p.m. we have the Roman Catholic Mass. Of course, it takes place here in the chapel. And then Tuesday, November 26th at 2:30 p.m. we have a health and wellness presentation, and it's loneliness in older adults, and it'll be presented by Maddie Rodriguez, and of course in the chapel. Now, everybody was talking about November, and I feel in November we really look at things that we're grateful for. But in my mind, I always try to take an attitude of gratitude. And instead of looking just at November to have being grateful for things, looking at it every day to have that attitude of gratitude. So I like that saying. It was shared to me by one of my friends. So December, we've got some fun, exciting things. Now, I didn't list everything because we have a town hall December 12th, so I wanted to highlight things before that. So Saturday, December 6th, 7 p.m., we have Christmas with Tables of Grace in the chapel. Sunday, December 7th, 3 p.m., we have the Wind Song Concert in the chapel. Monday, December 8th, we have 7 p.m. Wago concert. So as you can see, we've got a lot in the chapel. Then Wednesday, December 10th, 7 p.m., we have the Mennonite Choir. If you haven't seen them, it's a wonderful group. It's a large group. They do a wonderful job at singing. A lot of times they do come over at the health center as well. Thursday, December 11th at 10:30 a.m., we have the Sharando Choir, and that, of course, is in the chapel. And then I also want to highlight Thursday, December 18th, 4 to 7 p.m., we have our IL Christmas party. And the theme this year is we're celebrating with rich greens and reds that bring warmth, tradition, and a heartfelt sense of togetherness. So it's a classic home Christmas. So everybody, please come. It's going to be a great event. We are working with facilities and dining to make this a wonderful event for you all. I want to side note and promote Orchard Woods Health Center and Assisted Living. They are working on their December calendar, and they're doing some fun things in December. They also do a Christmas party where they invite families. So I just wanted to kind of give you an update at what's going on in those areas. So sound. We are having Pavion come out on Thursday the 20th, Friday the 21st, and Monday the 24th. They will be out here all day, and they are going to fix our sound issues, okay? Yes, praise the Lord. We need those sound issues fixed. So I think that wraps it up for me. Now, if you have any questions or want more details on the events, stop by the Connected Living office. David, Skylar, or myself can answer those questions. And if you don't know where my office is, it is in the back area in the Connected Living closet. So, well, Connected Living closet, sorry. Well, okay, it used to be a closet, but it's been turned into a wonderful office.
Wait, Molly's in the closet.
I know.
We put new flooring and painted, but she still is in the closet.
I know, well, actually, because it slipped out of my mouth, so.
Sorry.
Thanks. Have a great
Thanks,
Friday.
Molly. Thank you. I know we are really close on time. 2 minutes. Susan's going to share the employee gift information. So you all, and thank you for your generosity.
Thanks to everybody. I know it's been, am I supposed to get up here?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, it's short. It's really been a year, hasn't it? Everyone faced with so many challenges and as much, if not more so, for our team as for us as residents. But our team members who are really our family, have stepped up time and time and time again all year long with smiles and grace. And we want to recognize them as we do every single year. The residents have been fabulous, all of you. Just to tell you what we've done, in 2024, our participation rate of independent living residences, that's doorknobs, was 76%, and we raised a little over $201,000, which was shared with our team members. This year, I'm honored, I'm delighted, I'm humbled, and I'm grateful on behalf of the staff that our participation rate was 75%, which is right up there, and our raised total was $204,000, $3,000, a few more than the last year. So a big shout out to all of you. You have been so generous, and I know that the staff is very, very grateful. Thank you all very much.
And I don't know if you all know, when I sent 3 Things Thursday, I wrote a different 3 Things Thursday for team members, and I shared with them. They will get a check, separate check this week, today. It came today. Everyone, no matter when they started, got at least $25, and it is based on how long they've been here. There's a calculation. It's based on how long they've been here, what their pay rate is. So those who make the less money get a higher amount of the bonus, which is the way it should be. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's go.
We have a calling question. When will the resident directory be available?
Great question. January. The question was, when will the resident directory be available? January. We're trying to get our move-ins for December's pictures. I got a lot of help from residents, and it will be available in January. Next.
Hi, I'm Jim Painter.
Hi, Mr. Painter.
I hope you stay here a long time.
Thank you.
But I do have a couple of questions about the Wi-Fi upgrade.
Yes.
Number one would be, do you envision supplying sufficient capacity and speed that would replace our Comcast internet service? And the second question is, the people at the ends of the hallways in the large apartments do not get a NLCS resident signal throughout their apartment. Is that something that's being taken into account?
Yes. Yes. I don't think in 2026 we're looking at the getting rid of Comcast. I don't know how to say that nicely. We're not looking at a new vendor. We have I have been on many calls about replacing our cable system, which would include replacing our Sarah system, and when the cost was astronomical, if I'm going to be completely honest, astronomical. So we're not at a point, given where we are in financially, the climate we are in, to make those expenses right now. But it is something we know we want to fix. We work closely with Comcast, which is why new boxes, we're hoping, help us a little bit. Yes, and we do know it's a big problem with Wi-Fi. We are very well aware. It's the biggest problem in our health center where people call for help over there, making sure, very aware.
So it sounds like don't expect any big changes in 2026.
I would expect that your Wi-Fi will improve in 2026. I don't expect any changes in your cable, unless Comcast does that. But we don't know where we are because of the new boxes, if they will improve things. Next. Yes. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'll just watch David.
Quick question for Shannon. And this one wasn't a call-in, it was a text-in from my husband. But will the new system for water filter out the sand and gravel that's currently coming through our faucets?
Yes, just like it had before, it will reduce the amount of chemical and sediment. I couldn't think of the word I was looking for, thank you. Yes.
David's coming.
Will the directory be for sale, and can you buy more than one?
Yes. People signed up, we will have extra, we're looking at ordering 200? Yeah, we're looking to have extra. It will be for sale, yes.
Joan Tracy, this is a simple question. When are the Christmas trees going to be brought around?
I don't know.
We started doing that this week. Again, just like other years, it's a phased process, so you'll start seeing them go up week to week. I don't know, Molly, if the memo went out to residents. I know that there was one that was drafted. We can talk about that. But we have started putting Christmas trees out. So just in past years, you'll see them in your area. If you have questions on your area, give myself and Kaylee with facilities a call. We do have a list and a schedule of when our conference aides will be putting them out.
When can we expect the dimmers to be installed on the hall lights?
They're working on it.
Yes, they have a few.
The question was, when can we expect the dimmers to be placed on the hallway lights?
So we have several electrical projects that are related to the renovation that Shaki is working through us with. We can expect to see that done this month. And again, to reiterate what Denise said, we had thought this was done. This was part of the project that was told to us would have been in the dimmers, that we would have the ability to dim them down. We again expressed the fact that this has to be done. They're not satisfactory right now. And again, they'll be putting individual dimmers on and training our TVOR maintenance staff on how to manage that moving forward.
So there was a miscommunication. We kept asking about dimming. They said, yes, you can dim, you can dim. So then we all got together and they were going to teach us how to dim. And when they dimmed, all the lights went dim. We said, no, we only want the ones on the walls. Well, they're not set up. It's set up as every dim, the front lights and the side lights and everything. We don't want that. So we have to do a little change.
Reed Krause. In addition to being residents, I think we're all stakeholders here. We have bought into this place. And, some of the things that are going on right now with the aging infrastructure and whatnot, we want to see whether there's some escrow accounts set aside for the maintenance that's coming up. And also the assessment increase, which is about 1.5 points above normal inflation. That's about $250,000 or better in an annual basis. What's that slated for, and can we see an overall budget and how this money is being spent?
So we do go through all of that with the Finance Committee, and I certainly welcome you to join that Finance Committee where we go through the details. So we are working on the infrastructure and our capital expenses and what is in need when, and we're planning for that. We do that as a team. And again, the Finance Committee is made up of residents, and they get to see all those details, but we don't bring them out for everyone all the time. So, do you want to share anything about the Finance Committee?
We usually have a modified statement that we put out on the budget. We will do that in the coming month here.
Yes.
Okay.
So what he said was, The Finance Committee, the Finance Committee shares a modified version so you can all see. And yes, I do understand your stakeholders, and again, I go back to what I said when I first got here. I hope that over time I build your trust, that you can understand that I'm making really decisions, not lightly, but taking in a lot of information. I am very aware that 4.5% increase is still an increase. I get it. I did not add not one single new position. We think about every penny we spend. Again, there are going to be changes on how we operationalize and how we work as a team to be as efficient and effective as possible. So that way, I take our financial stewardship very seriously. I also take our making sure we have money for benevolent care. Our mission is very important to me. So I don't know if that answers your question, but that's the best information I can give you at a town hall. Next.
Yes, my name is Monty Maneker. I'm relatively new here.
Welcome, welcome.
And I hate to, I have a suggestion for change, which I know is very difficult for elder people. And as much as I've enjoyed looking at the back of Ann's head all during this meeting, it would have been a lot nicer if I had been here and been able to watch everything that was going on in the front. So I was just wondering if when they set up the chairs in the chapel here for events like this, if they could juxtapose the seats rather than being in one straight line, they were just in.
We'll certainly work with the facilities team. I got money on the mind. We will work with our facilities team. We do everything we can to make sure we can fill as many people as we can in this space. So we can certainly look at that and see how that works.
I have a couple questions. You said the fountain will be done at the end of this year?
Yes.
And also...
And the fountain will probably not, we'll turn it on to test it, but we'll turn it off because we won't. And for those of you who haven't heard, I'm putting champagne through it, so just be on the lookout.
And the door decorations are for the apartments only?
Nope, they're for any door you want to do.
Cottage. Yeah. And also the minutes for the RA meetings, they were put in a binder. Where will that binder be?
So that's an RA question. You can talk to your RA representative and they can help you to tell you where that is. I don't really, RA is resident run. I leave it to them because they're so capable.
It also goes in the library.
Again, I would talk to the RA about that. Thanks. I have time for one or two more.
You good? I'm good. All right then.
Oh, Allie, really? You're good?
He answered my question.
All right. Yes, sir.
We recently had some radon testing done in some of the cottages. Can you tell us when we will hear if we got a number that's high, when something will be done?
Yes, so we have been in contact with our radon remediation specialist who is in the process of scheduling that information right now. If you were one of the cottages that were tested and want information on it, please reach out to either myself or Stephen Brown. We can discuss that, and then again, once we have information on when we'll be scheduling the remediation. And I don't have those numbers in front of me to know if, where it landed on the testing, but when we get back to the office, we absolutely can.
Is there one more? Okay. So I ask all of you who came here and heard everything we said and everything that our team is doing, I ask that you share that in a positive way. We talked early on when I got here about rumors, and I want you to go out and spread this rumor. We are doing wonderful things with a mission in mind and a heart to serve. I want you to share that when you're talking to people about what's coming up and what are we doing and the changes we're making. I want you to give me grace. And I just want you to be kind, please. You want someone to stay here? You don't want turnover? Please, just make it a little bit easier. I don't want sleepless nights. I don't want sleepless nights, people telling me. So just please go out and be my shepherds and tell people. And if you're not happy, let's talk about it. So, thank you. Have a great day.
Glad you asked that question about the radar, and I was wondering myself, do we need to be concerned? We don't know.
I had a big sheet, brought it in, and they tore it down, and that was some of the things saying that just had been done, and no immediate action taken.